Alright, what's up, guys? It is officially winter. We're dealing with a truck that needs maintenance. We're trying to record a course here to... I'm not sure how well this is going to work if this thing keeps shutting down on us. So it's winter. We have a great demand going on here. The ethanol plant for some corn. So we're trying to take advantage of that. We have the snow mask over the roads here, so driving's a little bit easier. It's not perfect, but there's still a little, a couple snowy patches, which is real slippery. Most of these other back roads, they don't have the snow mask because, they're not typically plowed like these main roads. Couple snow drifts going on over here. So we're hauling a little over 1,100 bushel truck. Last time we were having quite a bit of issues coming out of M here and going up the St. Croix Valley Road, or Cascade Road here. Or I guess when you get out of town it's called 35, but I have since kind of modified that terrain over there and the slope so it's a little bit more realistic. And hopefully our truck can handle it. So as we're coming down this hill, I'm going to make sure we're slowing down pretty good here because course play tends to kind of come in super hot. I know, right? Merry Christmas. Won't be long. Alright, so we gotta do the stop. And hopefully we can make it up this hill. Slope is still a little steep, but it's better than what it was. This guy's like, you want me to do what? I might actually have to kind of reduce the slope a little bit more. It's a little too much still. Might need to drop it another 15 feet or so right in this area. Of course, engine gives out. Great. This thing needs maintenance bad. You might want to wish for something else there. Because I'm no Santa Claus. Yeah, we probably should have done some maintenance on this truck before we did this course, but... oh well, a bunch of withered crops in the fields. Some snowdrifts. There's quite a bit of snow on the ground here, that's for sure. It's a heavy load right there. Should have done this course before I wanted to sell some. So we're at 567 for corn per bushel, so not too shabby. So $6,300 per truck, not too bad. We have a second truck back at the farm here, so we'll be able to send 2 of our trucks at a time. We actually have a third truck, but not too bad. But we don't have a third grain trailer. We could easily go ahead and lease one, get all of our corn here. In fact, we should probably do that, honestly. So now that this has the snow mask, the roads are actually not too bad. They're not icy. The main roads, that is. If we were to try to take the back roads, you know, it'd be kind of terrible. But what I may end up doing here is I'll probably take some of our equipment over to the dealer and kind of drop it off with the low boy. At least take one trip as I go and pick up another grain trailer here. That way we kind of, don't waste too much time since we had the low boy there anyways. Maybe like bring our combine over there and upgrade our corn head and upgrade the tracks or something. So the speed limit in this area is actually 25. Oh, there goes our engine again. The nice thing about this is the vehicle requires maintenance, but when it's running with Courseplay kind of ignores it, so. My only concern with upgrading the header is some of our fields are going to be really pushing it with our 400 bushel grain tank, so. This thing is really killing us here. So one thing I need to do is get the bush replacement texture. Oh my god. This old Ford is killing us. Killing us. Go, 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 go. So we have a long winter coming up. Hopefully the bean price comes around here, or it's supposed to be good pricing in the spring, but we'll see what happens after we sell all this corn. So we kind of like speed through town here. This is like 45 mile an hour speed. Just a casual floating factory. Don't worry about that. Yeah, this thing needs maintenance bad. Maintenance required, of course. What doesn't need maintenance? A lot of people in chat. I can't really keep up while I'm filming this. We finished corn earlier today. And my god, is this maintenance thing really starting to drive me nuts? So you can kind of see my boundary. It's the big, kind of the hilly part that goes on forever. that's all white. The textures get replaced during winter time, so it's kind of cool. Here's our large cornfield. Alright, we're gonna have to kind of take it easy when we pull into the farmyard here. We're gonna do a stop. We're gonna save this grain bin to Eth. We're gonna load with corn. Let's get some settings going on here. Drive on at 100%. Alright. I actually set up the seasons mod so we can actually plow. We can't cultivate, but we can plow in the winter time. Alright, so here's our other truck in the shop here. It's got a custom maintenance is required on this thing too. So that guy's gonna head out, make us some money. And what we're gonna do here is we're gonna load so this guy handles the turn here. Alright, so that works out pretty good. Alright, now that this thing's kind of on autopilot, a lot of people in the chat here. We got Mason, Jacob, ID Gaming, AJ, David. No, I don't have a service trailer or anything right now. We had to drive back to the dealer pretty much. So what I was thinking I was going to do is, how are we doing on our price? So price is holding firm here. I was going to get our third truck going instead of just letting it sit here. And I was actually going to kind of load up the combine here and bring it to the dealership. This is the one truck that doesn't need maintenance. Surprising. Because what I wanted to do is I wanted to upgrade that corn header. And I also want to put tracks on the combine. We don't really have enough money to really do any of those things, but I'd like to get it over there. So maybe in the springtime, or after this great demand at least. It's over there. We don't really have to worry about it. And we need our semi anyway with another grain trailer. We're going to lease it. So this is going to be a little sketchy. These back roads are not plowed. So we're going to drive this thing back to the dealership here. We'll drop it off. I don't really think an 8-row header is tiny by any means. You can see these back roads here are pretty sketchy. Hopefully we don't kind of go in the ditch. Kind of cruising along here. The roads are definitely slippery. So there's that large field we were harvesting earlier. It seemed like it took forever. So hopefully there's no issues with that course I just made. If there is, I'll be pretty upset. We're going 60 right through these snowdrifts. Oh wow, 50 people watching. Good numbers, finally. Yeah, the corn header looked a little small just because our row crop duals are huge. But once we put tracks on this thing, oh shoot, I forgot our, I left our draper header here in the field. Oh, that would for sure be stolen at this point. So we're gonna have to grab our truck and bring that back. Totally forgot about our MacDon draper there. Anyone that knew what that's worth would hook up to that thing and take it back. Okay. So we don't really have to worry about snow too much on this road. This is a main drag. Dealership should be plowed as well. So we'll probably we'll kind of park this thing here, I think. We'll unload the combine. Oh, Nelly. We'll unload the combine. We'll sell this corn header because you know it's gonna be a while till we can get a new one. And I'm not gonna do any maintenance on any kind of vehicle here. So, what can I custom? Oh, color. So, we'll sell that. That's gone. How much is? If we go to headers here, we look at the 12 row Capello. Well, that's the 8. Wow, we lost a lot of money on that. Oh, 40,000? That's not too bad. That's not really bad at all. So maintenance on this vehicle really isn't due yet, so we'll just kind of let it chill here at the dealership. And then we'll put tracks on that thing. We'll park our grain or our low buy here. Kind of zoom in on the map where our trucks are. Looks like they're coming up on the ethanol plant, which is great. I'm gonna look at how much this trailer is. We might end up just buying it at 30. How much is it to lease? 2,000 versus 31 plus. Oh wow, it's 1,200 per hour. Um, you know, if this thing takes 6 loads of corn, it will pay for itself. We're gonna be needing to take like, you know, let's just buy it. Because we're gonna be taking so many loads, it's gonna pay for itself here. There's a truck that's slipping. Great. I don't know why, but this thing is kind of lagging right now. This thing's also shit. Is there a way to modify? We're in 0.712. The agenda for today is just kind of selling our corn. It's a great demand. We're getting our third truck up and running here, so we can kind of sell more grain. Anytime Courseplay has an issue, it starts to kind of really like my game, so. Try to see what's going on there. Alright, we'll head on back to the farm. All of our mailboxes are kind of falling down here. I wonder if that's from the snow. We're gonna load this course. So, we gotta go down another back road here to get over to the farm. So what I need to do, that was course, what, 7, 12, 7, whatever. You can actually modify the XML. I'm gonna move that over. I'm gonna move that over a little bit so it's not so close to that building. I don't know, I didn't think it was that bad when I made that course, but apparently it is. This thing's actually handling these snowy roads pretty good, actually. So I think this has the biggest engine out of all of our trucks. Actually, I think these 880s both have some big engines. That Ford doesn't really have much power at all. Whoa, where's the road? Yeah, the mod, I think it's called Unit Converter. I had to add snow into it because it was throwing in a big Lua error because there's no converting for snow. Pretty easy fix. I really think we need to put the Ford behind these Kenworths because that's kind of the slowest truck in our fleet. So we'll have it drive its course here. So this is a triaxle, it's a little bit more stretched, so it's a longer truck here. Hopefully that doesn't really hurt our course. I don't think it will. Alright, so we're gonna have to go ahead. Make sure this thing keeps running. Then our other truck should be coming soon. So you can kind of see the frozen water here. And then the boundaries are kind of a snowy texture. So these are 40-foot trailers. So let's bring out the map here and see where our truck looks like. Our Ford's coming in. See what the price of corn is. Corn is still going strong. Soybeans, well, that's a different story. Yeah, the map is 16x. You can kind of see where everything's going on, where the ethanol plant is. It doesn't actually exist there in real life. I kind of just put it there because we needed a sell point, and there really isn't one in this region. But you can see where our farm is. It's right on the edge of the map. But really, you wouldn't know it's kind of right on the edge of the map just because of how, you know, these DEM boundaries with the satellite imaging and trees and everything. So you still feel like you're kind of in the middle of the map, which is great. Well, we're about to find out. I mean, our first couple trucks are just coming back now down the road. I don't know. How long was that? 10, 15 minutes a trip? Maybe more? It's probably a 6-mile round trip or so, if I had to guess. Nope, my Meyer chopper boxes are still private. Probably will stay private. I have to finish my chopper and do a couple videos on that. Get back into dairy. I'm kind of not into dairy right now, so that's kind of why I haven't been working on that. So anyway, here's truck number 1, the old 49000, coming back from his first trip. And I can see truck number 2 coming in. It'll be interesting to see if this park truck interferes. Oh boy, we got about 52 more loads of corn to go. If we're gonna be here for a while, boys. Why is this thing going so slow? So if I do max speed of like 60, let's see what happens. Kind of curious. So I changed it from record speed to max speed. Usually down here at the bottom is when things kind of get messed up. Sorry you're having lag. I don't have any lag, so might want to upgrade your internet there, bud. Alright. So... why is this guy only going 33? Oh, did this guy get passed by our other Kenworth? Oh, see, that's why we can't do that. We have to do from recording. Oh, this guy is screwed now. This guy is so screwed. This guy's... oh, boy. Alright, let's try to get it over here on the asphalt if we can. Courseplay is just letting us down left and right now. Alright, from recording, good. Oh boy, both of our trucks are slipping. I'm scared to see what this mess is. this guy. Hard to find good help these days. Thanks, Blaze, for the like. Let's get this guy going. Where's our big truck? Thanks for the subscribe there, Blaze. This guy's being weighed, being measured. Oh, great. This guy has a weird trigger thing. Forgot. So let's see if this truck does any better, huh? What the heck? You know what? What if I do an offset? Can I do that? Doesn't look like I can do that with this kind of course. What if I give it like a little bit of an offset? See if that works here. Just ever so slight. Just a slight offset. That should save me from trying to redo this course or make any kind of... Oh, it looks like the price for corn is actually kind of going up here. Let's see if that offset worked. I'm gonna give it a little bit more of an offset here. So we're finally making decent money. Are these guys gonna hit? Yep. You'd think they'd be able to kind of avoid each other, but... Do we really want fuel save? Let's deactivate that. Deactivate the fuel save. Deactivate. Alright, moment of truth here. See if this guy makes it with a .4 offset. So our price of corn is actually going up here, which I kind of like. Went up an extra 10 cents a bushel. Alright, so these guys are all kind of heading back to the farm. Kind of tag along here. So you can kind of see, this is the town. It's not developed at all. Across the river is Minnesota. So a lot of work to do over here. It's mostly just kind of fluff, residential and stuff. There's the airport. This is a large industrial park. One thing I noticed is if you kind of look, I don't know if you can see it. It's the weirdest thing. Oh, there we go. I just went past it. It's like the textures for all the fruit and stuff gets elevated when it's winter time. If you zoom all the way up, wherever is it? I just saw it. There it is. You can kind of see how all the grass is up here. So the seasons mod, it doesn't get rid of the grass. It just kind of moves it up so you can't see it. So now we're starting getting close to our farm here. This is one of our small fields. Then we have quite a bit of land over here. Here's our irrigation unit. So what we should probably do is go get our draper header. So in the shop here we have our 9RX. It's hooked up to our 2623. This thing's ready to go for spring. And then we have our other 9R. This is a 370R. This was our grain cart tractor. That's kind of our dedicated planning. I think what we might end up doing is we might be trading this in for a 8R because you guys have been wanting an 8R instead. And we already have a big articulating tractor for tillage. Shed's pretty empty. Here we have our 6R. That's pretty much our auger tractor and mowing tractor. Then we have our sprayer, and then we were probably gonna trade this in as well. Let's see what kind of things we have for planting. So there's not a whole lot of options here. We'll probably go with the old Great Plains. This is a 24 row. I saw someone made, I think they made the 24 row horse. I might have to look into that. It folds a little funny, but oh, here's another truck. So even with that half a meter offset, it still looks to be fine. Loads that truck pretty damn quick. The downside with that offset is now they're kind of closer to the middle of the lane of the road here by a meter. So you know, unfortunately, there really isn't any good John Deere planters out there. There's a fairly decent DB60, but I'm kind of over the DB60. So it's going to take us a while to sell all this corn. How's the price doing? 587. Still good. Yeah, I made two planters for 15 and they're both terrible. That's why I haven't used them in like 2 years. Their textures are bad, way overscaled, but to be fair, I think it was my first model, first or second model. Not good enough for me to use anymore, unfortunately. These mods and this map are no condition for MP, so that's completely out of the question. I don't really think there's a case planner that's 24 row. Some of my newer ones, some of my newer mods are pretty good. Like my tillage equipment, that's pretty great. My John Deere stuff, my grain cart, my JM grain cart, that's good. My Frontier rake's good. My 6R is good. Bale attachments are good. But for the ones that I never released and people leaked, like my Challengers and my other deer planners and stuff, you know, that stuff was never supposed to be public because it's not good. But I literally see so many people using it, so I guess that's fine. I just don't use them anymore because they're just not good. Alright, so these trucks are loaded. What I might end up doing here is hopping in our shitty little truck and going and getting that header here. Oh, this thing needs maintenance too? This thing won't even start. Does this have four-wheel drive? I can't engage four-wheel drive on that old truck. Oh boy, these things are really stuck here. Come on, baby. Trying to push 786 gallons of fuel through the snow here. This truck needs a plow. Too bad all the plows out there are super shitty. Alright, let's get this thing. Come on, come on. Wow, this thing is really struggling here in the snow. Is there really that much snow? Yeah, I think we might actually have to go get a silage blade or something and hook it up to the old RX. Clear out some of the snow. Man, I don't know if we'll be able to get out of this field then. Well, this isn't working, so... So, I'm gonna have to actually edit this course a little bit, I think. What the hell is this guy doing way back here? Fort Knife? I don't think I've played Fort Knife. Nor have I played Fortnite. This triaxle always has issues with the scales here. This guy is really kind of bugging out here. if we can customize this thing. Alright, might as well repair it. Screw it. We got the money. So we officially upgraded the tracks here. Nice. Tracks are a little dirty. And next thing is we need to get a corn header and that rig will be done. Alright, so what we should do is... Do we want the Dagelman? Do we want the Pitbull or the Dagelman for a snowblade? I vote Pitbull. We're gonna buy this thing. We're going to basically reset our RX. Okay. Just to get it to the dealer here. Hopefully this thing has an attacher for it. Okay. Okay, Seasons does not like that. Wait, it's the converter mod. So I'm not real sure what to do here. That converter mod is just crashing my game. Maybe there's another version out there or something. Anyways, we'll just kind of leave this thing here until we can figure out what's actually going on. Because I would like to plow some snow. I actually kind of want to get rid of this little truck too, since we never use it. A new version? Good. I'm gonna need that because I kind of want to plow some snow. Well, we've kind of sold about 10,000 liters or something like that. I think we got 9 trucks in. Um, Once that Ford kind of drops his corn, that'll probably be truck number either 9 or 10 or something like that. So our K dubs are, holding up here. That Ford is really showing its age. Walter with the subscribe. Nightbot's gonna take you down. Sometimes you scare me. Spamming with the caps. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Alright, so what's going on? This guy's hauling butt. This guy's hauling as well. Let's see where everyone's at the map. Okay, got 2 more loads coming in. Man, these guys can get probably a whole nother load per hour in than that Ford. How are we doing? 588. Okay, price on corn still good. This guy's setting out. The old triple axle. I'm surprised Nightbot doesn't ban me for calling it out. Savage. Mr. Ford's heading back to the farm. I actually really like this truck. I think it's my favorite truck out of our three. It's a love-hate. It's a love-hate relationship. Here comes the cavalry. So there really isn't a whole lot to do around here right now. You know what'd be cool is if snow kind of went on your equipment, but might as well shut these doors. So, I think 19, a lot of the buildings are going to be placeable, as I understand it, which will be kind of nice, because then all the lights and doors and animations will be kind of stored with that shed, which will be kind of a mod, I'm guessing. And if the terrain kind of shapes to it, that would be great. Because honestly, doing it all these animations for the doors and lights and stuff in the map itself is super cumbersome and takes forever. I need to get rid of that little fruit halo where you can kind of still see the fruit. Maybe I need to bump up the snow or something. Anyways, pretty boring winter. All we're doing is selling corn. I guess we'll ride with this guy for a bit. Why does that get hung up? I don't understand. There has to be a weird collision on this triaxle because it gets hung up in the weirdest places. See, right there, what the hell was that? Alright, well that guy kind of sells. Let's take a peek at what... We can get an 8400 front hydraulic, front weight heavy. We did that. We can get Firestone 30s all duals. Green Star ready. Mud guards. We could probably get by with the 45 R for like planting purposes and our grain cart. So right there, that's 273, 380. And if we have this, we have what do we have? We have, I think we have 600 doubles. Doubles. We have a back hitch. Oh, so we would actually have to pay more money because our 370R is the same price as the 8R that I just spec'd out. Ooh, if we were to upgrade it though, it'd cost us 50 grand. So, yeah, hard call. Unfortunately, we're not saving any money by trading in that 9R for an 8R actually, and we'd be losing a lot of horsepower. So, um, maybe one of the prices are off on those trucks or tractors. I mean. So let's refill this guy. Price for corn still good. I'm gonna try to repay some of our loan here. If we kind of look at our wealth is negative 477. We're kind of close to the middle of the map, not quite. Um, yeah, I think the vehicles have always kind of been a little skippy. I'm not real sure why. Kind of always do that. They do that on the default map too, so I'm not real sure. Man, this Ford is just causing problems. What happens if you turn off that dynamic? Still does it, but not as bad. Oh, that seems to be worse. What the hell is this guy doing? No, it's not the map. It lags my, it does that random stuff on the default game too, so. This Ford truck is literally retarded. Probably has something to do with Courseplay, honestly. Because whenever Courseplay acts up, it kind of does that little leggy thing. Oh, guess who's slipping? How does this happen? Alright, so I'm probably gonna call it a day on the stream here. Moved a lot of corn. Getting kind of sick of it. Need a break. These two trucks are coming in, so probably park them at the farm here. I'd really like that Ford to get back, but I'm not gonna wait for that guy to screw up again. So, thanks for watching.